Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. I'm Mandy Majerik, and I wanted to bring you to my hometown to shoot the March video for the Mayish Design Star series. I want to introduce you to a couple of my favorite ladies, David Austin's Juliet and David Austin's Miranda garden roses. I can't wait for you to see what we do with these beautiful ladies. When I was trying to decide what I wanted to do for March, I thought about the time of year. It's spring, it's upon us, and you hear the birds chirping and the beautiful music they make. So I wanted to incorporate these dahlia bird cages from Accent Decor. It's a great prop to have in your warehouse. You can use it in several different ways. Here, I've already pre-done one where I just have some wooden disc slices inside. This is just simply a branch that we've made into little slices. I used it for a little texture down in the bottom. I did a little bit of an igloo here, added in some David Austin, Juliet, and Miranda roses, as well as some of the green trick dianthus. This would be a simple little accent piece for our end result of our guest sign-in table. But I want to create the showstopper bird cage in front of you, just so you get a good idea of how these bird cages can be dual-purposed. So the bird cages come with the latch. You just simply lift it off, and the top comes right off just like this. So we're going to put that to the side until we finish our final arrangement. I've pre-soaked some wet foam, a grande block. I sliced it the appropriate height of my container base. And now we're going to use the design technique of paveing. And paveing is simply when you do a plane of the same flower. So we're going to do that with our garden roses. We're going to take our Juliets first, these beautiful pinwheel rosettes. We're just going to cut them the appropriate length, and all we're going to do is just simply pave them right down close to our base of our wet foam. And the end result of this is going to be a fun entry table where you look down into the arrangement and you really get intrigued and you see that soft, luscious cushion. I'm kind of keeping these in a straight line because I really want it to be graphic when you look down into the bird cage. You want to make sure when you design this that you're keeping all of your flowers really close together so you don't see any of your mechanics, any of your wet foam down inside. And really this is a quick technique. I'm going to take some of the Mirandas. These stunning pink, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I haven't met a bride yet who doesn't love a David Austin garden rose. And you want to keep your roses all in the same plane. And now I have a little bit of a square right in this back portion, and I want to accent with these great varieties of daffodils. I mean, who doesn't love a walk in the park and see beautiful, beautiful stems like this? I'm just going to do them at different heights, almost like they're just growing out in nature. I'm going to use a couple of different varieties. And they have a hollow stem. You can also take a wooden pick, like I showed you in the February video, and you can insert it into the hollow part of the stem and then insert it straight into your oasis. These are very fresh and very hardy daffodils, so I don't have to do that for this design. But there's a little tip for you. So we're going to add in until we're happy with how many of these little daffodils we have. I mean, I don't know anything better that really just screams spring other than these beautiful, awesome blossoms. And you can see that at the base of this, you still get to see a little bit of the floral foam. And I'm going to come in with these great green trick dianthus. I have so many people who see this and love it and want to know what kind of flower it is. They never, ever, ever dream it's a carnation. But it is. When you really look at the stem, it's definitely just like a carnation stem. So we simply want to cut these. And we want to pave these in right under our daffodils to give us this great, great, vibrant green, almost kind of reminiscent of grass. just growing right under the little feet of the daffodils. It looks like living moss to a lot of people. A lot of people guess that. Like I said, they'll never guess a dianthus. We're going to finish off our arrangement by adding in a bird's nest. And this is a pre-made bird's nest, and we're just going to simply add it in straight into our foam. I'm going to take one of these real open Juliets. I'm going to add it into a small little water tube so it has a water source throughout the party. And I'm just going to simply nestle it down into the middle of the bird's nest. And we're going to take these two little lovebirds, because you know we're designing this for a wedding. So we're going to take these two little lovebirds and secure them right into the back of the nest. We're going to take our bird cage, add it right back onto the top. You just have to be really careful that you get all your beautiful flowers encompassed inside. You can always take your hand and kind of work on the outside to spread them over once you have your cage in place. Then we're going to take some great Jasmine Vine. This is some of my favorite foliage. It gives quite a whimsical effect. And it really does make it feel like it's growing. So I'm just going to come in on the back side, add this in to our wet foam, and I'm just going to simply wrap it through the top of our bird cage. You can put as much on your bird cage or as little as you want to, but it's just a great little accent. Great little pop of whimsy. And if you're going to do the tablescape, you can always add some to the front as well. I'm just going to bend some back this way. Now that we created our bird cage, I just want to talk a little bit about this luscious bottom of the David Austin Juliet Garden Roses. We've got the vertical thrust of the Daffodils, a couple of different varieties of the Mayish Awesome Blossom. And then tucked deep down low, we've got the Green Trick Dianthus, as well as Miranda, one of our favorite garden roses. What I would suggest to do with these beautiful accented dahlia bird cages is use them on a guest sign-in table. As people walk up to the wedding, you see this beautiful bird cage here. This bird cage, they could drop in some envelopes for the bride and groom, or for a creative sign-in centerpiece, they can take these wooden discs and simply sign their name, drop them into the bird cage. To create more drama and make it more luscious as the guests walk in, simply have the hand ties, the bridesmaids bouquets already done. This is beautiful super freesia, also one of Mayish Awesome Blossoms for the month of March. We've got a couple of different varieties of daffodils, as well as a quick little hand tied of some Juliets. So this is a great way to repurpose and reuse bridesmaids bouquets.